and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the apostle and great millstone that rule well, and salutations to the Akim, teaching his true upspoken on earth and the city, lifting up the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, and the very, very, very few sisters that listen and learn, man. So this is just another lesson through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. This is the brother Manakia, and I got
Adayanawa.
And we from the GMS Chicago camp, just going in with another lesson through the spirit. I mean, it's not really directed to no brother, but that procrastinating spirit will ultimately get you destroyed. Because putting things off day to day, which we know we all do it, but it can lead to laziness, slothfulness, and those things that you don't want to be. Because it's a difference from procrastinating and it's a difference from being lazy. But guess what? It does fall in the same category because it can all lead to a trigger on effect. The scripture tell you that he that contend with small things shall fall little and little, man.
I'll get that for you.
And you don't want to put things off little by little and little by little, man, because then it's going to be that ultimate destruction for you.
This is
what's the rock? 20, I believe.
The Sirach 19:1. So the laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich, and he that contendeth small things shall fall little by little.
Right. So putting things off little by little, man. I'm a do that video tomorrow, and then tomorrow come, I'm gonna do it the next day, or I know I'm supposed to do my precept a day. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, or I'm gonna do it later.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, man, and I'm guilty of all these things. I'm not getting on another brother on things that I know I fall short on too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the ongoing inconsistent for me. When you're doing these things, not this week, but next week, the next week after that, then it turns to a month. That's when now Jake like ready to cuss you out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, what you doing? You're not prioritizing your day, or you're not prioritizing Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, man. Remember, the Lord said this is our first love. This is our first order of business, man. When you wake up, the first thing you're supposed to be doing is calling upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Trying to check group me. Now, don't get me wrong. We all have different orders and structure of the day. Sometimes we can't check group me because we got to work or we got to do certain things. So don't get me wrong. But guess what? The scripture tell you, met upon the Lord day and night. So if you can't do it in the morning, it definitely needs to be done by the night.
You know what? And I always say this too. This is just for me. You know, it works for me. The easiest place for me to get some privacy and check grooming is when I go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna bother you. Ain't nobody gonna question how, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom, check the grooming. You know, put your little precept of the day in. It shouldn't take that long. Then, you know, then go out and go back to work or whatever you got to do. But there's always, you got to fit the Lord. You revolve around the Lord will revolve around you.
That's right.
All right? You got to find a way to fit the Lord in, all right, into your day. All right? And it shouldn't be that hard to do with 24 hours. Well, we'll say 16 hours in a day because you work, you know, or you sleep 8.
Yeah, you sleep by 8.
8 to 10.
Yeah.
So you got 14 hours in a day to give the Lord his time. And he's not,
it's not grievous.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
He ain't saying you got to spend 4 hours reading and 3 hours, you know, looking up words, you know what I mean? We're looking up words or whatever, you know?
Which I fall short, like I say.
I do too.
I fall short in numerous things when it come down to making this video and through the spirit of power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. So, first and foremost, I'm cussing myself out. But I understand how terrible that procrastinating demon can be.
Yep.
To a point that matter of fact, it will destroy you. You get the Sirach.
What's the
5?
Oh,
Is it 5 or it's 5, right?
Yeah, I got it right. Yeah. The Sirach 5 and 7, it says, "Make no charity to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day."
So don't make don't put it off. When it put it on your spirit, hey, it's normal times a brother tell you, man, when that spirit hop on you, hey, you need to jump on it. Cause hey, putting it off, you might lose the spirit, you might lose the scriptures.
Lose the topic.
The topic. You know how quick your mind be, man.
And don't let Keisha walk past you.
Yeah. Soon as folly, Satan working.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get indulged in the spirit quick. Because the spirit will lead you. Not lead you as you out the truth, but lead you like, man, some folly is jumping and it diverts your whole, man, you know how simple and easy it is in this world, man? Esau got fucking commercials and ads on Bible apps.
Mm-hmm.
You might see some ads or something.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you like, shit, I forgot what I was doing. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
It's that girl in the red dress on Matrix.
That's all it is. But you can't be focused on that girl in the red dress. Mm-hmm. You gotta focus on this truth, man. And that's prioritizing. Finding the proper balance, man. It's all through the spirit of power. Yahweh Shemashah. You got it.
It said, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
And your security, hey, that's when you think you comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you don't want to be. Remember, complacent is the worst type of person you ever want to be. When you feel like you comfortable, you got your feet laid back, you chilling, drinking a cold beer, taking a couple shots. You like, I'm good.
Couple of dollars in your pocket.
Oh, okay. That's when all type of shit start happening to your ass, man.
And ultimately, it's pride. Ultimately, it's pride thinking that you got it. And the brother mentions something about, putting it off. Like you said, but the spirit may not lose you totally, but that's part that continues. You fall little by little. Mm-hmm. All right? It may be today, you forget a precept or you put it off, then the next day, like, well, I just double up. Ain't no big deal. I'm only 2 days behind. Then boom, let you know, like you fighting to get back in the spirit. Now it's been a whole week.
Whole 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Went past.
Man.
I remember, man, it's been a long, like, I'm going to just give you a testimony, man. I literally went, like, 2.5 weeks without reading physically, man. Which, that's a hard time. That's hard. Now, don't get me wrong. I might check GroupMe, read a couple scriptures in the net, but then I indulge in reading a chapter or two in a long time. Like, that's a long time not to read, man.
Yeah.
And that's messed up because you know why? You should be getting this wisdom. Remember, the scriptures tell you that he that flow out of his belly shall flow rivers of water, man. Mm-hmm. This knowledge is what refreshes you. Mm-hmm. And getting, man, you don't want to be going too long without reading and getting some knowledge, because every day we gain knowledge, man. Especially when you reading and you looking at precepts of the day, it's different breakdowns. That's too long to go without your house. That's how I feel. Like, I got a precept for you. This Romans 12:11. They say, not slothful in business, but fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, man. So you can't be slothful. Hey, having slothful, lazy, I'm gonna put it off kind of spirit, it's the wrong type of man to be, man. Especially with all the things and hot topics that's going on, man. You should be even more on fire for the Lord, man. You should be even more anxious to get things out, man.
Yep.
Because guess what? This should be the only thing you're caring about right now. What else is in the world to care about? Not no goddamn job. If you ain't tired of your job, I don't know what you tired of. If you ain't tired of the black woman, hold on. We gonna get feedback from this.
Hold
on.
Not the black queen. That's the queen of abortion.
Not your harlot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be tired of those things too. Mm-hmm. I literally was driving the other day and I just seen how destroyed our people are. Like, I don't care what street you drive on, 79th, 87th, 75th, or go out west, go up north. Mm-hmm. You see how terrible Jake are as a nation, man. How we bagging, how we we shouldn't be doing certain things, but we are consumed through Esau, first and foremost, and through this wickedness of the world. And this have destroyed us on all levels. It even destroyed Jake in the truth sometimes, man. Because indulging in too much wickedness shall destroy you. And that's what you're doing. Indulging into folly too much and not prioritize. Only good thing is that when you acknowledge these things, you correct it. That's what a man of the Lord would do. Unless you got something.
Now go ahead.
This Revelations 3 and 15. It say, I know thy works, thou art nor cold nor hot. I will thou be cold or hot. So then, because they are lukewarm, that's what you are proving yourself to be. Procrastinating. Not hopping on top of business. Because things is requiring this truth. Much is good and much is required. Fulfill your office. And if you're not fulfilling your office, guess what? The Lord will gladly put someone in your office, man. He have no problem removing and replacing, man.
He said removing your bishopric.
Yeah. This ain't no thing that you just take for granted. This is literally an opportunity, and it's a cut. I'm saying these things, and it's a cut to me because what? I'm not guaranteed. We not guaranteed.
Nope.
To sit back and think, oh, we good? No. If you got that mindset, man, you need to correct it immediately, man.
It's prideful, man. It's a prideful spirit to have, thinking that you can just boast in your past works. You know, the other brother Shakari brought out yesterday, in the apostle bringing out, you're good at your last video, man. All right? Janet Jackson said years ago, probably before you were born, young man. Yeah, she said,
what have you done for me?
Okay, so you would.
I ain't that young.
Right, man, but that's the point. You know, what have you done for the Lord lately, man? All right, yeah, you was you bought 55 last week. All right, but the next 4 or 5 games after that, you didn't average 1 point, 2 points. You know, you didn't call. You know, you didn't took a day off, and you know, I mean, where's the consistency? Where's the drive and the determination to feed the flock, to battle through those injuries, those sicknesses and ailments that you may have gone through, or the disruption at home? Maybe sometime you may be getting to it with your wife, or you may have a bad time at job, or your car been down all week, so you've been taking a bus. But you gonna let those things stop you from serving the Lord and feeding His flock? Go ahead.
Well, not to cut you off, but the truth should be your comfort.
Yeah.
When you're going through these things, read.
Except through the comfort of the Scriptures, we might have hope.
We might have hope, bro. Like when you going through rough batches and hurt, get with a brother.
Well,
hey, going around and it's class days.
Yeah.
Those things rejuvenate you through the Spirit to make you want to do a sit down, to make you because guess what? I guarantee it's a topic that you probably want to go into or went over that you probably don't know. Hey, I love going to class and to get a refresher. I'd be like, damn, I missed that scripture.
Yep.
Well, let me finish this and then you got it, brother. It's Revelation 3:16. So then, because they are lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of their mouth, man. So just like that Sirach, man. Hey, putting it out the day to day shall get you destroyed. There's no doubt about it. If you don't want to serve Yahweh Shem Shai, you got important other things to do, which I don't see nothing else important to do.
Not more important.
Right. Don't get me wrong, we do have to go to work.
You got to pick your kids up.
You got to pick your kids up. You got to wash your ass and eat.
Yeah.
But guess what? The Lord needs to eat too.
Yeah.
The flock got to eat too.
Yeah.
What's more important? The flock
Yeah, you know, the flock of watching Remember the Titans.
Right. Now they out here hungry and starving.
Skinny, getting skinny.
And look at you. You over here getting fat. And when I say fat, I ain't talking about the fat with the scriptures, man. I'm talking about fat and being lazy.
The Proverbs 20:4 says the sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing, man. All right? Hey, this time to put in work. All right, if you reap sparingly, if you sow sparingly, you're gonna reap sparingly, man. All right, we had an old saying in computer class, garbage in, garbage out. All right, if you program your computer with garbage, you're gonna get garbage out of it, man. Same thing we're doing this work. If you're gonna be slothful and half-ass doing it, you're gonna get a half-ass reward, man.
Yeah, I have asked before, man.
You got one?
Oh no, you go.
The Private 10 and 4, the one some of these off there. So he become Private 10 and 4. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich, man. All right. So if you're not willing to put forth all your effort,
should sacrifice.
There you go.
Yeah, hey, what are you willing to sacrifice? Because that's what the name of the game is. Hey, if you ever come in this truth and understand certain things, sacrifice is a must. Mm-hmm. And if you're not sacrificing your time for the Lord, what is you sacrificing for?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Look, bro, I watched a video from Tory Lanez, man.
Mm-hmm.
This man have educated some group of people, man. And he said, man, who in the room like video games? You know, everybody raised their hand. Mm-hmm. He said, man, who like live 2K, mm-hmm. right? We have put so much time in playing 2K, we might be the rawest 2K,
yep.
right? But if we ain't playing for no money, what's the purpose of doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you achieve a craft, you want to be the greatest in it, right? Mm-hmm. But if it's not benefiting you in your life, what's the purpose of putting all that time? You just wasted all that time, man.
8 hours in a day.
Playing some goddamn video game.
At do dirty crib.
And that time could be, and that's what a lot of lazy people in America do.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that. If you can put 1,500 hours, I think he said 1,500 or 1,300 hours into a craft, you could become an expert in that, right?
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, you'll become an expert in that. And that's the same thing with the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Putting that much time in the truth, hey, that means you put some time in.
Mm-hmm.
Reading, studying. It shouldn't be no reason why. Now, don't get me wrong. When you've put that much time into a craft, you dedicate it and start loving that craft.
Mm-hmm.
It become your life now. And that's what you got to focus on, man. That's why the scripture, the Lord tell you, I'm going to just quote it. I don't want to get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when Yahweh went and told them talents,
yep.
Hey, he told 1 talent, 2 talent, and 5 talents, man. He told the 5 talent, go out and bled and give me 5 more talents.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the 2 talent. He went out and did 2 talent. So that 1 talent that came and he said, well, my talent, he said, I hid it under the bushel. And that's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you're doing. You hiding the truth. And what the Lord told him, you said, you unslawful servant.
Mm-hmm.
It shall be gnashing and grinding the teeth.
Yep.
Because that's what your judgment is going to be, by procrastinating and putting things off. And, hey, I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm cut. Because, hey, the more and more we do those things, the more and more you're going to start seeing it. We see it every day.
Yep.
You start slowly falling short from the truth. It just don't get from videos. It get from precept of the day, then class. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden you don't want to come around the brothers no more. Now you losing faith.
Yep.
And that's when you in danger zone.
Yeah, because the Lord only going to tell you so many times through his men. All right? Now, don't get me wrong, we're merciful, especially here in Chicago, man. We're very merciful. The Lord put a very merciful spirit on the elders and the brothers, and that's how we deal. But at the same time, man, that mercy runs out, man.
Yeah, mercy too.
You know, how many times your mama going to tell you, or your dad going to tell you to do something, and you don't get your ass whooped for it, man? You know?
Yeah.
So, that was it.
So, we hope this lesson was edified, man. Hey, procrastinating demon, man, it hop on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? We got to fight through it. And we fight through it through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shai. So with that, We hope the lesson edify. We don't give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to the apostle of the great millstone that rule well. And salutations to the Akim teaching the true out the folk on the earth and true in the city. Man, till next time, we're going to say shalom and a ba ba ba.